but it's there, just around the corner, and it keeps you going.
高达地图持续为您导航。
Preems, this video is well overdue. I was supposed to make this video literally a year ago whenever we finished Phantom Liberty right here on the channel. This channel's first big AAA game that I dived into during the quarantine was Cyberpunk 2077. I can remember it like it's yesterday. That's why I got this chair. I was telling all my friends, I was gassing the game up. This is gonna be the greatest game ever made. Especially at that time. I went and bought all kind of Cyberpunk merch. I even have Johnny Silverhand's hand. Got the actual hand in the arm. I have the original Johnny Silverhand action figure that I never opened. Cleaned apparently as well too, on top of countless amount of other shit that I wasted my money on that's up in the attic. The Cyberpunk jacket with the lights up. I mean, if you've been watching me for a while, if you found some of you actually found me from my Cyberpunk content years ago, shout out my boy Angelo, and y'all know that this is my shit. Even my profile photo still to this day on my YouTubes and my social medias is me in the Cyberpunk world doing this shit right here. So big fan. This is my Black Myth Wukong before Black Myth Wukong. Like, this was my shit. But when that game originally came out and it was busted and all the crazy shit happened, I got clowned so much by my friends, more importantly. But at that time, I wasn't getting a lot of views anyway. But every now and then, somebody will pop in and make fun of my yellow chair and about Cyberpunk being a fucking bug fest and the whole deal. So I stopped using that chair. I completely got out of it, removed it, and I actually bought me another chair. There was just a black normal chair that you see in a lot of my old videos because of how much shit I was getting for being a Cyberpunk fan at that time. So for them to go through all of that, PlayStation to take them off the PSN store, which is maybe the reason why they're not doing a PS5 Pro patch, but I think it's simply because they've done everything they needed to do with this game. The game already looks as beautiful can be. And they are already working on the next Witcher game, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out CD Projekt Red. So I just don't think they need to. The game looks insane, and the PS5 Pro actually has like a bit of automatically like upscaling. So even if a game is not PS5 Pro enhanced, like Black Myth Wukong isn't right now, you still get a few more frames, and it still makes it look better from the DLSS. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but either way, I don't think it's needed. Neither here nor there. So for all that to happen with Cyberpunk, then for them to finally start fixing the game slowly but surely, drop the discount, I mean, I thought they was done. And for them to have the comeback, the back nine that they had to completely fix the game, to completely revamp the game with the freaking big patch that came out before Phantom Liberty, bringing out this big expansion, getting Idris Elba, and everything they did to make this game the game they wanted to create from the very beginning. When they showed this trailer, I believe in literally, I think it was like 2012 or 2014 when they had the first trailer. 2011, it was centuries ago, seems like, that when I first saw the first trailer. I mean, I think I was just getting out of college, bro. And for it to come full circle and them drop a Phantom Liberty DLC expansion, it was basically a whole new game in my opinion. It was phenomenal. It was unbelievable. I mean, it left me with the choices and the RPG elements of it. I literally just re-downloaded, and I was doing a side mission with V that because unfortunately you can't do a new game plus, and because the game director was saying that the game is not structured like that, so I guess some shit would break if they had a new game plus. So unfortunately you gotta just completely start a new game off the rip and go back in and make new choices and stuff like that. So I mean, it's just, the point of this video is, with all the drama and all the bullshit that's going on with the Game Awards and people being upset that the Shadow of the Erdtree is nominated for GOTY, so many people were saying that, well, why didn't Phantom Liberty get nominated for Game of the Year last year? And it was an expansion. I was like, well, that's quite simple. 2023 was the greatest year for video games, period. I mean, if you look at some of the lists, as you can see here, that Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And this is just the 6 that actually got nominated. There was so many other games that came, like Armored Core 6, Final Fantasy 16, fucking Dead Space Remake. I mean, it was just banger after banger after banger. Now, if Phantom Liberty came out this year, it would 100% been nominated for Game of the Year, and quite possibly probably would have won. It could have won as well too, but again, that's neither here nor there. Going back into Phantom Liberty like a year later and just re-experiencing like the immersion and like the world. I know I've saw these questions, you know, around Twitter over time, like, what video game world would you want to live in? And for me, the answer has always been the Cyberpunk world, bro. You can go in and get freaking gas. They be telling me I can have freaking metal fingers right now, some crazy shit. I mean, technically I could in this world, but you know, I can shoot torpedoes out of it. Like, it's insane. And to me, and this is is for a longer video essay that I always wanted to make, just about the comeback. This may be the greatest video game comeback in the history of gaming. For a game that was this high on marketing and this high on anticipation, comes out a complete fucking L to go right back up and still get nominated a few years later at the Game Awards for best ongoing game, I would believe, or community support. The amount of work that those devs had to put into that game in order to get it back and basically buy the goodwill back of the fan base, because CD Projekt Red was highly respected, highly loved coming off the Witcher games, and they had a lot of confidence. So for them to come back full circle and do everything that they've done, I think it's one of the greatest, if not the greatest, gaming story in the history of video games. And again, I do believe that this game would definitely be nominated for Game of the Year if it was 2024. Now, again, I can't believe I'm making this a year later, but this is something I wanted to say back then when I played it. This is the first game, especially first person game, that I got so immersed in this game that it started fucking with my head. Meaning I had played so many hours of it, especially because I was recording as well too, and I was still playing shit and doing side quests off camera sometimes. But I got so immersed at one point. This is why I had to install it right after it was done. It was so this may sound crazy, maybe this is me, let me know if this happened to you. But the one moment whenever I was in the bar with old girl, I can't remember her name, but whenever I was at the bar with old girl, and like we started talking back and forth, and we was flirting and shit, and like of course because it's first person, the quality is in 4K, and you just so immersed. Like at least when I play, like I'm so locked in, like in the first person games, like it was like I'm talking to a real person. Now mind you, I've been with my wife for a very long time, almost a decade. You know, I've been very loyal, very faithful. I don't fuck around. I'm loyal to the soil, so I've never obviously cheated on no shit like that. I literally can't remember the last time I was out at a bar or on a dinner or at a lunch or at any function with another woman in front of me that wasn't my wife. So when I'm playing, and I may have said this in the video, if you go back, people are still watching that series finale, by the way. I get comments every day of people going back and watching the finale of the Phantom Liberty. I'll leave it linked if you haven't seen it, because I know a lot of people just found me from like Wukong and Fallout and shit, but I remember like sitting there and like it was like fuck you, like I was bugging out because I was so locked in. I was like, I started feeling like I had the gut feeling of like, you know, like if you're thinking about cheating or something, I had this weird feeling like, why am I here, bro? Like like it completely, like I wanted to puke. I'm not even kidding you, because I felt like I was cheating, because I was like, what am I doing? And I think I made the joke because she like bends over the table.
So yeah, guess I'd be a brain dance star.
What the fuck? Hey, hold on, son. Hey, hold on, son. You give attention somewhere you're not. Do you have a dream role?
Got any dream roles? What gave it away?
Wasn't thinking of dancing, but never mind.
I think that's when I'll go like, oh, hold on, son. But it was so like fucky with my brain, bro. I'm just like, I can totally see how people just could get lost in this shit. Let alone if it was like VR or in the future where you can do like virtual dating or some crazy shit or with AI. But like, it was just creepy, man. I know there's no other way to. It really creeped me out, because after I cut the cameras off, I went and told my wife, because I was like, I feel like I need to tell you this, because like I feel like I'll tell you, dude, I was fucked up. But that just goes back to show you how well they crafted this world, how well the voice actors, how well the graphics, how well and smooth everything is in Phantom Liberty. And this is just me saying, if you hadn't played that expansion and you played Cyberpunk and however it was like that turned you off, Cyberpunk to Phantom Liberty is like two totally different games when it comes to like mechanically and shit like that. Now Forza, if you're watching this, I already know what you're gonna say. You didn't like what they did with the update. One of the long-time community OG, and he was upset that they changed some stuff about like the shooting. I can't remember what it was, but far as I know, you're gonna comment it. But I would say that this is like night and day, different versions of the game and the story and the side quests and some of the lore you can read. I have a few more things planned for Cyberpunk going forward, but I just really wanted to get this out because I know the conversation was, at least I saw on Twitter and like Blue Sky, which you need to follow me. If you haven't, I will follow you back. Let me know you came from one of my videos. Why wasn't Phantom Liberty nominated last year for Game of the Year? It's simply because last year was just fucking crazy. They had Jedi Survivor last year as well too. It came out like a buggy. I mean, it's madness, bro, madness. Yeah, last year was just crazy. So anyway, none of that shit matters anyway, because we all know the Game of the Year 2024 is Black Myth Wukong, baby. Anyway, so I'll be streaming live December 12th. Got an insane intro plan, got cosplay plan that we'll be doing giveaways with Capcom, EA, Ubisoft games. I know, but just all around it's gonna be a good time. So if this is your first time watching me, hope it's not your last. Everybody else, I will catch y'all in a few days. Wake the fuck
Fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.